Syrian opposition leaders have been told by Western allies to expect military strikes against President Bashar al-Assad's government within days, Reuters news agency reports. According to the report, the Syrian National Coalition was told in clear terms that action to deter further use of chemical weapons by the Assad regime could come as early as in the next few days. The coalition passed Western allies a list of targets, the report added. The report on Tuesday came as the US, UK, France and the Arab League all ramped up rhetoric against the Syrian regime, following an alleged attack in Damascus last Wednesday that aid agencies said killed at least 355 people and injured more than 3,000. The regime denies it carried out the attack. On Tuesday, Chuck Hagel, the U.S. Defense Secretary, repeated previous statements that U.S. forces were now positioned to strike Assad should the U.S. President, Barack Obama, give the order. "We are prepared. We have moved assets in place to be able to fulfill and comply with whatever option the President wishes to take," Hagel said in an interview with the BBC. The U.S. has stationed warships armed with cruise missiles in the Mediterranean, and has air bases across the Middle East. David Cameron, the British Prime Minister, announced the recall of Parliament from summer recess for a debate on Syria on Thursday. His government would consider a proportionate response that would deter Assad from using chemical weapons in the future, his office said. France's President François Hollande said his country would step up support for Syrian rebels and punish those who gas the innocent, while an Arab League statement condemned the chemical attack. Meanwhile, UN inspectors on Tuesday cancelled a visit to areas affected by the attack over security fears. The team had come under sniper fire as they traveled to one of the sites a day earlier. White House spokesman Carney said the team's work was redundant and that use of chemical weapons had already been established. Warnings from the East. As Western powers mulled options, Assad's allies Russia and Iran issued fresh warnings against military intervention. The Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Tuesday that such an intervention without consulting the United Nations Security Council could have catastrophic consequences for the region. Russia also expressed regret over a decision by the U.S. to postpone talks on Syria scheduled in the Netherlands for Wednesday. The U.S. said the meeting had been postponed due to ongoing consultations over the alleged chemical weapons attack in Syria. Separately, Iran repeated its opposition to any U.S. attack by saying that a military intervention will engulf the whole region. "There will definitely be perilous consequences for the region," Abbas Araqi, an Iranian foreign ministry spokesman, said.